You forgot the audio, didn't you?
Yeah. Now you can say hi to the viewers.
Get it? Now they're not gonna get the cats don't dance reference.
Hello, viewer.
Hello again. The GM forgot to turn on audio, so hi again.
You think you're listening to us, but we're listening to you.
I am in your walls.
What? No, if we're in our walls, that's like breaking and entering. That's a whole other offense.
What do you mean I'm tech support? I'm allowed there.
With invitation.
Eh.
All right. So um, last time we the end of the first day of the gladiatorial competition wrapped up
Hmm.
with some major announcements, including the announcement that one lucky group of people will receive a primal upon the completion of a challenge that has been issued by the five gods, while others will also receive, magical weapons and boons from the gods if they succeed. Only one group will get access to a very powerful well, ability. There's only a year's worth of time and to get back to get around to submitting your entry. You have to find something from the first or era or before, mm, and whoever finds the best item gets the thing.
Hmm.
Yes. What? Hold on. All right. So, other than that, people have gone about their business. Hadarpi and Nessa went to go help heal some of the gladiators who've been fighting today. Uh, oh, everyone else is just going about their business, I guess. It's not really, we didn't
Well,
really have a lot of people last week.
what
Mana,
time of day is it now?
it is, oh, it's right before sunset. I should probably yeah, make sure it says that on the calendar. Um, yeah, you can, and so people are currently shopping and having fun, and like various of these pigments are getting thrown around.
Hmm.
What would everyone else be doing at this time since the Darpy and Nessa are helping out the healers? What would other people be doing?
Um, you mean the Darpy and Picard or Darpy and Nissa? Because I think Nissa was KO'd.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Um, well, I think I'll do what I talked about before stream. I'm gonna go look to try and buy spirit crystals.
All right. What about oh the other thing that happened? Mana has acquired a new identity as the sole owner of a bread company whose wi- whose wife died many years ago of an incurable disease, and their company has been going downhill ever since.
Wait a minute. Question, Kiari.
Yes.
You can shift between your three most recent forms, right?
hmm
Well, so now you own the bread company and a coffee shop. I see
I
a
don't own
lot.
the I don't own the coffee shop, but I am a manager there.
Yeah, but I see the a lovely opportunity.
I do too.
Who
If
are
only,
you, Mr. Monopoly?
if only those two personalities could meet.
Yeah, that is a problem. You can't. Yeah, you can't because they're both you. You can't have them introduce one to the other. Eh, I digress. What will you do?
All right. What's Mana doing? It's Charles Debonair. Well, actually, no. You're spending the afternoon studying up on this person's life. Well, so I guess we'll see. We'll come back to you later. What would Picard be doing?
I'm not quite
The,
sure.
the rats have left after a while, and you were able to eventually return to your seat.
Um, and everything's still going on, or
Now, it's like you sort of just hung around. Adarpi left after a while, and she didn't really come back until like right before the end of everything. And then afterwards, she went. She said she was going to go see if she could help out with healing the people down who got injured during the gladiatorial fights. So she went to go do that.
I need to hold on. I need to turn your volume up. Oh no, my Discord is maxed.
I can
I
get
can hear
closer
him
to the
fine.
microphone.
I don't know. I don't know why I'm hacked. 'Cause I have him maxed out.
Is
Yeah,
this
that,
close enough for you?
Yeah, yeah, that's definitely close enough.
Okay.
it sounds like it's a headphone, but
Oh,
Maybe.
so I'm doing a test because it's sometimes you guys can't hear me, but my headset can hear me fine because it's of how the headset works. So you guys are hearing me through my microphone while the stream is hearing me through the headset.
okay. Well, I was saying,
So if
well, I
I
was
need
saying
to get
headphones in
really
terms to
close and just whisper something in your ear.
Oh, that fuck.
look what you've done, Sarah.
Look, I didn't do nothing.
You complained and
You
something
did
happened.
just you did just use your scarecrow deck on us and thoroughly.
It's not my fault.
Uh-huh. All right, let's go. What would Takara do after Adarpi left?
Um. Ooh, I heard myself echo.
Yeah, because of Kiari.
Ooh. Um. I. I guess there's somebody else there with me, right?
The couple
Or
from the wedding, like they're packing up and they're heading out along with some of their friends.
then I guess Bakari will just leave.
All right. Did you have anywhere particular in mind?
Um. I mean, I did get a lot of money. Maybe I can go shopping.
Shopping. Well, it's so convenient that the bazaar is right outside the stadium. Man, and whatever genius city planner decided not rebuild the slums and just build a bazaar here was genius. All right, what's Simon up to?
Simon did get hurt during his fight, didn't he?
Yeah,
Or
they bring you down into the underside where they have these quote unquote arena doctors. There's, like you see them casting things like Scarify and like using healing poultices instead of like actually casting healing spells.
mm,
Most of the time, they only like really cast healing spells for like severe wounds. Your wounds weren't too bad.
yeah, like if they didn't do anything, Simon's like actually not gonna be pissed about it.
Like they look over your couple of scratches and bites, and well, no, you got gored by the rhino, so you got like one kind of big hole in your stomach. Big, like he takes his like little, like he has like this little chopstick like instrument. It's just like a wooden stick that's thinner on one end and thicker on the other, and he sort of just pokes around in the wound. It's like, yeah, that's a hole in your side. Here, like he takes his white powder and he just sort of sprinkles it in the wound. It stings a lot, like a lot.
Uh, okay, yeah.
And he's like, all right, that's to stop the internal bleeding. He grabs a jar of leeches and like he pulls out this weird purple leech and he just sort of places it on your stomach and it sort of starts making this. It sucks your blood, but it makes this like flesh colored thread that he then uses to like hold like patch the wound somewhat. It's not a very good job, but he fixes the hole in um, it's in your intestines with it, and he
Mm,
sort of makes a somewhat competent lattice on your side. It doesn't it doesn't really heal the wound. It will easily open back up if you're not careful. So he hands you like this bag of this thick green paste, and he's like, "Just rub this in the wound every morning until it goes away."
mm.
And he sort of rubs some on and puts a bandage around your stomach area, and he slaps you on the back. He's like, "All right, who's next?"
All right.
You get
Uh,
to yeah, go ahead.
like, all right, he's gonna get up and try to leave. I assume not Nissa, Simon watched Nissa's fight.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look around and try to find her
Um, you
here.
see, you actually see her leaving, being out the door, and
Hmm.
you try and follow, but she sort of just disappears. Um, as you're walking around, you walking through, like they're sort of directing you to just keep walking, but you see a bunch of cages in different like different cells that have different animals and whatnot.
Hmm.
You see that Certosaurus that really messed up like a good number of people, like stomping around in one of the larger pens, and it like
Hmm.
sort of watches you as you go by.
All right. I assume that I can't find her.
No, oh, you do find a very strange looking animal. It's like a really big rabbit. It, but it has like its front arms are like smaller than you would think than you thought, and its feet are huge. It has a long tail, not like a short, fluffy tail, and its arms are just like jacked, like it's been doing push-ups every day, eh, and it has not skipped any eh, arm days. And it has this long face, kind of like a jackrabbit, but the ears aren't long enough. It is just standing a good 5.5 feet tall, and it's just looking up at you with like this intense look in its eyes.
I don't know what the fuck you did to piss this kangaroo off, but okay. Alright. I'm like, okay, well, you know what? They're not here. So there was a. I remember overhearing that there was a church a while back that got into a fight with some of the, for lack of a better, cult members over in Tent Town, right?
Hmm.
I want to go see
If you could what?
if I can find out where that church is and pay them a visit.
Okay.
Have a nice little talk.
All right. Well, that will take you. Well, yeah, you'd have to walk through the bazaar or to get head towards Tent Town since that's in the um, eastern side of outside the eastern side of the city.
Alright. If
Um,
there's, like, anyone stops me or anything, just go and we'll.
all right. Um, Pakari, as you're shopping around, you will run into Dobat.
Okay, so I'm gonna be at the bazaar.
Hmm.
All right.
Well, where would you where would you go to try and shop for them? You can go to the Merchants Guild in the Castle District. You can go to the in the East District. You have the Mercenaries Guild, the- and then you have the
Well,
Bazaar where there's a lot of people right now where who
okay,
knows what's
would
there.
yeah. And the thing is, I think Dobat's in pretty good standing with the Mercenaries Guild right now,
Hmm.
isn't it?
Yeah.
So he, and of course, everyone in the bazaar is gonna be jacking their prices to high heaven, most likely, because it's like, oh, we got tourism, let's run their pockets. So first start, he wants to go to the guild
All right then.
because he feels he can probably try and get a better deal there.
All right then. Then Picard won't run into the Dobat.
Okay. Dobat doesn't want to be friends with me.
Um,
I don't want to get I don't want to get robbed. I don't want to get robbed trying to level up.
I mean, true.
all right.
I've only got like 48 gold.
Let's see. So then we got a Darby and Nessa. You guys finish up helping out. Well, a Darby finishes up helping out. I'm not sure what Nessa was doing. She sort of botched that surgery assistance. Like if the
That's
person,
what they get for not listening.
all you had to do was hand her the right things when she asked for them. It's like
No, no, she had me go put bandages on a person.
that also isn't that difficult. You just have to make sure they're tight enough and not too tight that you risk suffocating the limb.
Yeah, I just put a tourniquet on it. That's all.
No. As you guys finish up with that, where would you guys go?
This is all still the same day, right?
Yeah, this is like towards the end of the day. The sun's about to set.
Oh, I'd head back to the greasy elephant, honestly.
All right, so you're heading back to the East District to Go to the Greek
Well,
Hill.
where else would I head? I mean, this late in the evening, what do I see around me?
People are gearing up to uh, like for further festivities. There's apparently a fireworks show that's going to happen. That's going to happen. Some of the Noxian traders have brought fireworks from their homeland, and they're setting up a display in the bazaar area. But that's not until like right after sunset, which is still
Okay.
another like half an hour away.
Do you want to go to the Adventurers Guild and see if they'll let us use their teleporter?
Hmm. I don't know if I mean,
Since they said that they have a teleporter that the one of the healers said that they had a teleporter there that could get us to the town that you need to get to.
right. I'm thinking, will we be back in time? I mean, I guess to do all of this under the cover of night. Um, yeah, we can head to the Adventures Guild then.
Mhm.
See if, what is it, Kave Sumo? See if he's there.
Yep.
Yeah. Um, you know that he left from the stadium from because he was in the seats near you guys.
Mm-hmm.
So you know he left the stadium. So there's probably not a lot of places that he would go that you can think of. All right, so you guys are heading to the Adventurers Guild. Gotcha. What's
Yeah.
All
Hmm.
right? Let's get back to what Mama's doing. You studied up on this person's life, and now you gotta figure out: are you gonna keep or dump this guy's current lifestyle?
Well, I'm definitely dumping some parts, like the whole, slavery part. But there are parts of his life that are useful or in need of a come up, as it were. And right now, I think his son could use a bit of a come up. So he's going to be my project for now, getting him in a good spot to, you know, if such a time comes out that he realizes what actually happened to his father, he'll be in a position to self-sustain. The free home isn't a bad trade.
Mhm. And
Plus,
so,
his friends can connect me to others.
so you're gonna stay in the house for the rest of the evening then?
Yes.
All right.
I will contact nobody to update him on the whole deal so that he's not wondering where I am. And he can let Picard know.
I think we lost Stephen.
I will include the address in that information.
Okay.
With a alibi, if because I remember correctly, this is the nicer dish area.
Mm-hmm. This is the Castle Ward, a little bit
Hmm.
north of the arena, which if you're looking at the goal part map, the big um, rectangle outside of the castle walls is the arena. And then that area in front of it is the bazaar.
Yes, I will. So I'll include that with some information that they can give the guards if they try to stop them for on entry. And in between the little project that I'm working on for him for the child in the morning. I am going to practice forging this guy's signature.
All right. That's going to be a. Yeah, that's going to be a sleight of hand.
Okay. And this particular thing may be an ongoing thing that I continue working on until I don't, till it just becomes second nature.
Okay. All right. We're doing a decent job. Yep. Yeah. Hopefully everything's going good with all your friends out in the city.
Well, I'm at least confident in Picari and nobody being relatively safe in the tent. I mean, Adobe has so far stayed out of trouble. Nissa grew up on the streets, so she knows how to take care of herself if things get rough. I don't know much about Dobat or Simon, but but they made it to adulthood all right. So as long as they don't do anything too reckless. Oh, actually, since I do know where I don't remember if I know where Dobat and Simon usually bed for the night. Right, because I know they don't usually stay with me. Um, I will send Ical out to um let a dog know, since I do know where she is, and I think Nissa stays with her.
Okay. So you send a call out to the greasy elephant.
Mhm.
All right.
Rather than that, I don't have any plans to head out tonight.
All right. Man, let's go to Picari. You're shopping. What are you looking for anything in particular?
Um, Not really. I think she's just gonna browse at first, maybe see if anything catches her eye. I mean, I guess she could use some new clothes or something.
Okay.
You could always use some new drip.
All right. So you're mostly just looking for clothes.
Um, yeah, I guess she's kind of looking just to see if anything catches her eye. I guess browsing.
Are you looking for more of a local aesthetic or something new?
Mm. Well, she's very picky on her clothes because of her wings. So it can be hard finding clothes to work well. So she kind of just looks and sees whatever might work.
Mhm. It goes pretty smoothly. They have a lot of the more expensive looking clothing out right now in the bazaar. Like you get a lot of people that are like, yes, you should definitely try this dress. It is amazing. You feel the fabric, feel this silk. Look, you can't find good silk like this just anywhere.
Yeah, she's gonna be very cautious of the people trying to swindle her.
Maybe they truly believe they know what you need. I can remember the name. Also, I just realized the music's not on.
Hmm. All right. So let's see. Alright, so as you're shopping around, you you see something strange. There is a fairly strange looking individual both staring at you in the crowd while you're shopping in the bazaar.
Who's staring at me?
Um, Here, I can give you a visual. Um,
Not
it's
worrying at all.
it's a serpent for it's a serpent folk, one of those people that's like half snake.
Like a
And
naga?
yeah,
Or is like the top half snake and the bottom half man?
no, the top half is is fairly feminine looking. Uh-oh, what did you say? Did it not
A
save?
feminine person or feminine snake?
Alright. The strangest thing about them is like although their form, like their physical form is fairly feminine, they're wearing this metal mask that has this very angry looking expression, and they have these two horns that come out from out of their hood and reach back. And they have a very big club on their like slung across their back. Those people aren't paying them any mind because they seem to just be wearing a typical mask that you would find at the festival. But for some reason, theirs feels a bit more sinister. They're only looking at you from a distance right now. Picard menacingly.
They're just watching me,
Yes, menacingly.
like blatantly.
Mm-hmm. Like you see, like you've noticed them out the corner of your eye a couple of times at various places that you've been.
Like, is he trying to be sneaky or?
They seem to be trying to be somewhere between not being obvious, but at the same time being stealthy.
I'm gonna. Can I see? Are the streets pretty busy right now?
Yeah, there's hundreds of people hanging around. Did the image not upload possibly?
It's like somebody staring at you at Disney World.
Yeah, yeah. I understand. I'm just trying to figure out what Pakari would do. Um,
Um,
she's gonna kind of like keep an eye on him, but like make it look like she doesn't. Like she's not aware that he's watching, so he keeps being a blatant idiot. But the second she can, she's gonna try to like dip into the crowd and see if she can disappear in the crowd and get like in a alley or something and lose him
okay.
to see what he does.
Give me a stealth.
Doo-doo-doo.
Okay. Okay, so
Yeah,
you couldn't hear me
thanks.
the entire time.
Nope.
Other headphones died, and I left the
19.
Wi-Fi dongle in, so it kept pulling the mic.
So yeah, you're able to easily slip away into
What'd you
the.
say?
You're able to easily slip away.
Okay.
And what happened, Keontae, was that you uploaded it and it didn't have a file extension, so I downloaded it, gave it an extension.
I was just trying to hide file name.
And, well, you got rid of the extension, so it was just file. It wasn't a PNG or anything, so I added the PNG file type.
Gotcha. But yeah, if you look in chat, you can see what what I'm talking about.
Talking about.
Yeah,
Can I watch him and see what he does?
um, you find a good vantage point, and you watch as they slither by. He, you acting as natural as possible, but they're still seem to be searching for you, but they're unable to find you. And after a while of searching, they disappear.
And after a while, what?
They
After
disappear.
They
after a while,
disappear.
yeah, after a while of searching, they go away.
Do I recognize anything about them?
Um,
Like
give
any notable things on their clothes or like symbols or anything that I might recognize?
give me a perception.
Ooh.
Yeah, you see a very
Oh, dang.
distinct symbol of a mermaid who holding a
Oh,
harp that you've only seen like in one other place, and when you saw it that one time, someone like stopped you from approaching that person, like because they were like they came into the restaurant and they were being fairly rude, but um, one of the people at the workers just told you to leave her be. She's trouble. From what you know, that's the symbol of the Siren's Call.
Who are they?
It's a all-female group of individuals that sort of run a protection racket throughout the city for and pretty much all the women who work in most industries because it's hard being a woman and owning a business is anyone like could just come in and bust up the place and you don't have anyone to protect you, so you get the sirens call to come in and protect you for a nominal fee, and they won't, and as long as you pay
Mm-hmm.
them they won't come in and bust up your stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of the underground organizations. Is they
Amazing.
Most of their members are either merfolk or sirens, which are these bird people that
Well,
don't have.
that person certainly wasn't one.
No, well, this person seems to be some kind of snake person.
I wonder how they slithered in.
Funny.
Um,
You suck.
from Give me a history check.
Thank you, thank you.
Hmm. Okay, I.
Uh,
See, now the question is, do I want to keep shopping or should I go? Get away from here.
Here, sent you a request for the history check.
That's the question. I think for now I will leave the bazaar just because I don't want them finding me again.
All right. Where are you planning on going?
I guess I will. What time is it?
It's like just before sunset.
Okay, I
Um,
think I'll go stop maybe at a little stand or something, get some food to go and head back to the tent.
you spend 5 coppers on some food and head back towards the tent. Where's the tent currently?
So, after moving it from I think it would probably be in East District because originally we had it in South, but we had to temporarily move it because of the event that we had the other night,
Hmm.
and I
So
don't
you
think
moved
we've
it
had it back
behind the.
outside the.
So you had moved it behind the greasy elephant for Dorothy's party, and then you moved it once more after that. I'm not sure if I
Mhm.
remember exactly where you moved it to.
We didn't specify a particular location, but I think in the East District would probably be the most reasonable.
Hmm.
Just in a temporary spot, it's not going to stay there for long, but it's since we're doing a lot of stuff in town,
Hmm. All right.
not a lot of reason to head back out to the slums every week
All
or
right.
every day.
Go bad. You arrive at the Adventurers Guild, and along with Adarpi and Nessa, who were also heading that way.
Alrighty.
Adarpi, Nessa, and Gobat all stand quietly outside the Adventurers Guild.
Oh no, I just head on in.
Gobat enters the Adventurers Guild with nearly a word to his compatriots. How does that make them feel?
How rude.
Well, again, I'd assume they arrived they would have arrived a little later. But
But arrives to a horrific scene.
Yeah.
So bad.
I don't know if Senora, she's muted, but she's still muted though, so I don't know if she's saying something. I don't know what you're getting.
Mm. That and I think Dobak can't really figure out what to say to Nissa other than that was rough, and he doesn't really want to say that.
Jeez. Oh, that was certainly a thing. Bye. I'm heading inside.
You could, just ask how you're doing.
I could.
Or anyway, you go inside.
Yeah.
Yeah. Either way, I've headed inside.
So though that you go inside, he, you don't really come in the Mercenaries Guild that too often. In like the bards that play in here are like a lot more experienced, and they the crowd isn't very welcoming to people that they don't already like.
Look, I think I have a good enough reputation here already.
You have a decent reputation, and they probably would really want you up on stage, but they still say like they still are cordial enough to.
Yeah, and probably a few of them have even had me on write up their maps or stuff. So I've probably partied with a couple of them before on minor delves to get maps and to make maps and such,
Yeah. Alright.
or help with old translations.
You go up to the trade counter where like big big like this big person. Try to find the description so I can describe him properly.
Okay. Let's take a look.
Who is this mysterious big guy?
As
Um,
well,
someone, someone that you've probably heard of. They're actually a title holder. So, it's they are a Earth Genasi by the name of Masa. She is quite proficient with fire magic, and she's she's actually a title holder, and her title is Masha the Poison Flame. She uses a Black Dragon's in bone sword as her primary weapon that releases its toxic chemicals when she swings it. And
nice.
she often lights it on fire. She's turning in a bunch of dragon scales that she's apparently hunted.
Fake news.
And like after a while, he collects her coins, and you're allowed to go up next.
All right. Hello.
I you don't I don't see a guild badge on you.
More of a floater. I'm around from time to time helping out. Haven't officially applied yet.
Oh, just remember you can't get guild rates without being part of the guild.
Fair enough, and that's something I hope to remedy in the future, but for now, I thought I'd probably, even without guild rates, I'd probably get a better deal here than the bazaar. Especially right now with all those stalls. Like, spirit crystals, if any.
We got spirit crystals. What type
And
are you looking for?
second, metal or time, if any have been found.
Are you looking for temporal or they have come up with a name for metal storage stone?
Mm,
I did not. Interesting. Let's see. Let me see what we have.
thank you.
What's it called for the metallic part of the periodic table?
Metal lords.
The metals.
Metals. Yeah.
Pretty sure. It's been years since I looked at that table. Yeah, it's like you've got the alkali metals, got the alkaline metals, you got the transition metals, you got
All
and
right.
all that. That
They
so it's just you got
have.
metals.
How about alkaline crystals?
Eh,
Alright, they have 7 each of the small time and metal ones.
okay, so it would be a total of 14. Okay. And what would the cost be per stone?
They they're asking for 15 gold per small stone.
Ah, shoot.
They're
And
actually looking for metal, medium, and they have 2 full time medium ones in stock. Like someone put in a request for a medium metal stone, um, and they're paying extra for it.
and that puts it outside of my bank account right now. So I've only got 48 gold, so I can only afford 2 small. How much are the mediums?
It would be 50 gold per medium.
Um,
You got anything to trade?
well, what do you have? What do you accept in trade currently?
Well, guild's always looking for materials for going out in the desert.
Fair. God, again, I don't have much to me. Because we haven't done a whole lot of anything. Like, yeah, I've got a tent, but... Unfortunately, not at the moment. And my main services are translating old text and helping create maps. Which I've created a few for the guild. Are either
Uh,
of those services in need right now?
Not currently. Not a lot of people are heading out with right now. Well, we do have a merchant caravan going to Iran next in the next day or so. Well, they're having to take the northern passage. It was about a 5-day journey. Um,
Okay.
we got
Unfortunately...
if you're
Unfor-
heading to if you want to head south, there's a small old fishing village that's in need of a couple of hands. Hence, helping out with a shark problem.
yeah. Unfortunately, what the thing I need these stones for is to allow me to actually be able to help in combat. As a simple bard, my skill set currently relies on aiding others. I have limited offensive capability at the moment, which is what I'm trying to remedy.
If it's if I can help you out just because I like your fluffy ears. Just I need there's a issue. Some huskers got blown into the area from that recent sandstorm. We need some people to go clear them out. Have you dealt with huskers before?
Out of game would he have?
You've heard of them. They're basically people who die in the desert. They sometimes come back as like these
Dried up corpses.
yeah, dried up corpses, and they're so light that a sandstorm will sometimes blow them around on the desert. So sometimes if a sandstorm blows through your town or your city, the- these guys will just fall out of the sky.
And they're fairly easy pickings, I'm guessing.
Yeah, and, sometimes they'll have some spirit stones on them,
Okay.
but if you can finish the job, we can get it's about 50 gold.
Okay.
It's probably about 5 miles, well, southeast from here. Small village.
Alright. I'm not doing too much because I'm not in the gladiator, so that sounds like a good deal. I can probably leave out tomorrow to help with that.
I wouldn't go alone.
Unless I'm.
Well,
Hmm?
Huskers might be easy pickings, but enough of them surround you, even the most experienced adventurers will succumb to that.
Did she just say don't go alone?
Yes,
Okay.
it's dangerous to go alone.
Pick this tactical move. Anyway. Um. Alright, I'll see if I can get any friends to come along. For now, he'll put out 30 gold. I'll take one of each, please.
All right. So she gives you a small metal and a small old temporal or spirit stone.
And I lose most of my bankroll. Yay. Hooray for 5e economies.
Well, we just need to do some money-making activity,
That is true. Well, I have a job.
and I've been paying you.
Yeah. It's just I also have. It's also the first game where we have to actually pay a lot more rent.
Well, luckily, I have a new place that has some openings available. If you would like to, rent a room.
We'll. I mean, once that comes to Dovat's attention, we'll see. Granted, he might actually. Well, no, he doesn't know where the tent is anymore, does he?
You guys would know where it is. If I wouldn't keep that from you guys because it's a good meeting spot.
Okay. Because he's. Dovat's probably gonna. Well, let's see here. Yeah, because you don't care much about the rest of the event, and I don't think nobody does either. Yeah, well, so he'll probably try to bring you to him. Oh wait, no, nobody's in the tournament. Never mind.
Yeah.
And Simon's in the tournament. Nissa got knocked out. I don't know. Well, either way, Dovat will grab his crystals and move aside as he thinks.
Okay. Um, Nessa and Adarthi, you guys are at the guild.
Wouldn't Nissa's injuries and all that stuff be healed for her being in the room?
Yes, all of Nessa's injuries are like completely healed from the spirit thing.
Okay, good. I was just making sure. Um, I mean, we already said that we're heading back to the whatchamacallit, so are we still heading back or did we make it?
Were you guys going to mm, the inn, or were you going to the Adventurers Guild?
Adventure Scout Guild.
So you're
Yeah,
at the Adventurers Guild.
Okay. Um, I just simply will want to find out if we can use it or at least find out where it's at.
Hmm.
Um, but I want to be able to like pack and get any supplies that we might need before we go.
Okay.
If
So,
this is going with me.
so you go in. Kave's not there, but um, one of one of his the people that works with him often in forgot the name already. I just said it not too long ago.
Notable individual.
Masa, the poison and flame, she's there. She sees you and comes over and gives you a hearty he, he pat on the shoulder. She's a uh, it's kind of hard to describe because she's a earth genasi, so her body is made out of this black smooth stone, and she has hair that seems to be on fire, like this greenish pink flame. And she carries around a
Um,
big bone sword.
if she gave me a pat on the shoulder, how heavy is her hand?
Quite heavy.
thank, thank you. How are you doing? As I'm, kind of pushing her big hand or heavy hand off of my shoulder.
Uh, I went out dragon slaying not long ago. Oh, it's good to see you. Uh, um, I don't think the boss is in right now, so he's probably enjoying the festivities.
Well, yeah, he was in the same box as me. He must be still heading back. He mentioned a transponder or teleporter,
Oh, the guild
transporter.
teleporter. Used to
Yeah, yeah.
get people and information back and forth. Um, I mean, yeah, it's operational. It only has a couple of uses a day, but it, I mean, it's still quite useful for needing to get information between guild halls quickly.
Are you able to? What was the name of that city? I don't have. Do I have it here? I do have it.
Arun, Aruhn.
Yeah. Will it be able to get me to a room?
Yeah, there's a mercenary guild there. Here, may I ask why you're going?
I needed to speak to a priest.
I mean, there's plenty of priests here. Wait, Jack over there
No,
is a
no.
priest.
This priest knows my issues very, very well. You can't sit down and talk to a priest about anything, just any type of priest. You got to get the right one that
Uh,
can ease things for you. You know.
you need a priest to a certain god. Which priest were you looking for? Which god's priest were you looking for?
Not really for a certain god either.
But
More for a
it's just
certain purpose.
it's personal. I whisper, holding my hand up. It's personal,
Is
very,
this is
very
this
personal.
is this one of those mammal things? Because you know how you mammals go through your seasons and whatnot.
I look at Nissa and then look at her. Yes, yes, it is. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Is this a mouth back? No, it's not.
Ah, I see. Um, I mean, I guess this. I mean, if you just want to talk about uh, those kinds of things, I personally would just go um to one of the chapels here. Here, no, no.
Where's the transponder, teleporter,
Oh,
transporter
the
thing?
teleporter. It's in the upstairs area where the guildmaster's hall is. That's where all the top rank adventurers, all the platinum level adventurers hang out. Although we only
Oh,
have two in the city.
I thought you
right.
said goat.
It's upstairs.
Mhm.
How do you know how many times it's been used a day?
Uh, well, it's more the there's a wizard that's over it. Henry, I think his name is. Um,
Is Henry here?
no, he doesn't leave his study. He's always he's a gold level adventurer, but he mostly got that status just so that he can study the more ancient tomes and whatnot. He's upstairs. He's boring as all get out. Really nice. He's like the
Let's go and
driest
ask.
person here, and I'm made of stone.
Right, right. You are. You tough girl, you. I'll attempt to punch her on the arm very nicely.
Give
Probably
me
her.
a. What would I do for that? That's. I guess that would be an athletics or a persuasion.
Your persuasion. What am I trying to persuade her to do?
Well, you're just trying to get on her good side.
And hope and pray she doesn't punch you back.
Oh, you're looking for a fight.
Yeah, you've gotten stronger, little lass. Yes, I like you. Maybe one day you'll be giving me a run for my money, eh?
I appreciate that. I'll like rub
If
the hair
if you
in my
if
face.
you if you want to go up and talk to the heinous or whatever his name is he um you should be able to just go right on up there. But we all know you. You're not going to do anything dumb.
Yeah, yeah, I'm not. You're right. Come on. I'll grab my foot upstairs.
Say that now.
Okay. I simply, I'm gonna, when we get up there, we're just gonna ask, has it been used today? Um, how many more uses does it have? Will we be able to use it back?
Right.
Um, and I can run over and pick up some supplies. I don't know what we might all need.
All right. He's
Don't want to get stuck over there.
all right. So Hassan, the eh, proud, proud, but quite stuffy drow wizard is just sort of sitting there with his bright blue shimmery hair. He like sort of like it's very messy, like he hasn't combed it in like a month. he looks up from his book. It is hold on.
A Darby.
Dorothy, yes. Yes. Um it is I have only used the teleporter once today. We sent word to the capital about the proceedings going on here. Um I don't suspect I'll need it. it uh, I don't suspect I'll need it for the rest of the day. But hold on. Like he gets like he knows that you guys well you guys do both of you guys have dark vision?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so he wouldn't light a torch for you guys. He's just sitting there in the complete darkness reading books. You watch as he like takes some eye drops out and drops them in his eyes. It seems like his eyes have dried out from him just staring at the page. Um, the the guild master is the one that can give permission for the use of the teleporter, and I can only teleport up to 6 individuals at once.
Physically or legally?
That's a good question.
That is a good question.
Um, Quiet. Hold on. Like he looks like he's 300 years older than he probably actually is. He can't be like judging from his face. He can't be older than like 200 years old. But the wrinkles on his face are very deep. Like most drow that you guys have seen are like these very young and live individuals that have escaped an oppressive society and are out on an adventure um, here in the surface world. This guy, he had the adventure beaten out of him probably about 100 years ago, and is now just content being a wizard here in this guild hall in a city in the middle, or like far, far away from Drow society. Oh, oh, sorry. What were we talking about again?
You were talking about how we must have permission from the guildmaster.
Right. You know, back in my youth, I went on quite a few adventures.
When was the last time that you've been on an adventure?
Probably about 50 years ago. Guildmaster needed get someone knowledgeable in spatial type magics, but those days are a bit behind me. I'm
So
content.
you can't give out permission to go or to use the transporter,
Well,
teleporter.
the teleporter is supposed to be for emergencies only, but it can be used up to 3 times a day. The- There's hardly ever an instance where we need to send message that often.
Right.
Your best bet would be to find Kave. Knowing him, he's probably hanging out somewhere in the bazaar looking for either trouble, something to eat, or both at the same time.
All right. I'll send Bennu out to scout for Kave.
All right.
We'll wait outside. probably make some change. I'll try and perform in the street or something
Okay.
Yep.
while we wait for Billy to get back.
So, as you guys are heading out, you see Dobat's heading out in front of you. Do you guys want to interact with him at all?
Walked by us earlier and just said nothing.
Well, again, I actually made the assumption that I would have gotten there long before you two.
Well, the implication with how Keontae said it was that you got there at the same time.
Yep.
I mean, he didn't see us. We didn't see him.
Hmm.
I'm playing. It's fine. We actually noticed that as Dova.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe if we get him to play music with us, we can put on a real show.
I mean, you think Dobat will want to come with us?
I don't know. We could ask him.
Okay. We're gonna ask Dobat if he wants to come with us to a room tonight, and then we can try and head back tomorrow.
Let's see here. So where did the Huskers get blown into?
A village to the southeast. Arun is to the northeast, so it's past the wind, like the I forgot what it's called, what I called it, but it's this area where there's constant wind storms due to the
Okay.
coastal winds meeting up with the desert winds.
What are y'all going there for?
I need to speak to a priest and, of course, Hush Tone to see if I can help my sister a little bit, get some
Hmm.
information.
Hmm. But why there?
Because the only priest that anyone really knows about that can remove as many Oni as she has inside of her.
Fair. I honestly have plans to try and deal with some Huskers tomorrow.
Hmm.
So I'm gonna try and get some coin to get some crystals. And of course, dealing with those Huskers, I can probably get a few more. But I'm probably gonna. If y'all, I was gonna offer for y'all, but looks like y'all are going somewhere else. I'll probably
Yeah,
offer.
we're going to the room.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm headed to the southeast. I'll probably
how
offer
far
to
is your city from Maroon, distance wise?
Deontay. I'm assuming quite a distance.
Because if we ride together or go
Um,
together,
Actually,
then
wait.
you might be
There's a
closer.
merchant caravan leaving for Arun, right?
hmm
Um,
It's so Arun is quite a quite a ways away from the town. Like the village you're going to is a couple of miles outside of the city. Arun is a
Oh,
city state that's far to the northeast, like almost to the cliff sides, and
Oh, so that's like a few days journey.
it's a five
Mm.
day
yeah.
travel there because you have to go around the windstorms.
Okay.
If you could somehow go straight through them, it'd probably be like a 2 day travel.
Matt, I have ideas now, but ideas for later. But yeah. You do realize that Arun's like 5 days away because of those annoying storms.
Right, but we're taking the teleporter to get there from Adventurers Guild to Adventurers Guild.
Well, even so, it would still be at least the place I'm heading is like a couple miles outside of town here.
Yeah,
So
it wouldn't be worth it. Well, that's
yeah,
fine. We'll see when we get back if
yeah.
we don't get back. by tomorrow afternoon, or at least by the time you return. I don't know. You know where we are? Maybe we might be in trouble. But we have to go find Kabisumas to see if he'll give us permission to go. Maybe we can get him to come with us. You know, muscle.
Yeah. Honestly, I thought about Simon, but he's still in the tournament, as is nobody.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
Everybody
that
doesn't have
Alright,
to
as
we're
you guys
going.
are conversing, give me a perception check. I already made the request in the chat, in the game chat. If you want to just click on that.
oh, that's cool.
Hold on.
Oh, nat 20.
Um,
And it'll automatically tell you if you succeed or not.
25.
Oh, she didn't. There was a thing in the chat you could click,
Oh, I'm sorry.
Alright.
23.
but it looks like we're all succeeding.
So amongst all
Well,
the powder pigments flying in the air, you see a quite strange sight. There's this person. It's kind of hard to tell what they look like. They're wearing they're wearing a hijab and a mask, but they're
they're wearing a
wearing
what?
a
A
hijab,
Hisab and a mask.
a hijab.
Oh.
The face covering thing.
Mm-hmm.
Are they? So like, this is probably just me making sure of things. Are they like standing on the ground, or are they in like up in the air with all these pigments?
The pigments are like all in the air. It's making like this weird kind of cloud.
So this person is in the air.
No, so
Okay.
they are on the ground. The weird thing is that they have this strange chicken with them that they're chasing. The chicken has these feathers that, like the tips of all the feathers are glowing this bright, blue color. And then they're wearing all white, but the thing that sort of stands out to you is that they're wearing like a pink chest plate that is fairly, it's not something that you've seen around here. Judging by their build, they seem to be a desert kobold of some kind.
And they're chasing a chicken.
Yeah, they're chasing the chicken, but they're
I,
doing
Can
I,
I
it in
use my
a fairly obvious way, like they're doing this as a way to try and hide amongst the crowd.
Okay.
Like
oh, so
they're
they aren't.
chasing the
the
chicken?
chicken is moving in a very distinct pattern to that, so it's not like it's running around home wild, but to the
The,
unobservant eye, it looks like, oh,
Can I
she's
use my
just
whip to gently catch the chicken?
um, you can.
Oh, I just lost
yeah, I kind of
signal.
want to help catch this chicken as well.
Novat's gonna hang back a second. He's gonna
I
keep
mean,
studying.
we do realize that this guy is not technically chasing the chicken. We do
Mhm.
realize that.
Yeah, this person is
With our
definitely
perception,
suspicious.
we seem like we don't care, and we're going to attempt to help him out.
Yeah.
We're really not helping him out. We're just being nosy to find out what's really going on.
Yep.
You
Okay.
might
Pretty much.
you, you might give this chicken a villain scar.
Wait, no. Keep John away from it. We're gonna create another uh
Haha, we're gonna create a new
rat
rat
again.
again.
Yeah, keep John away from it.
Chicken
Keep John
kid.
away from it.
This is where this
My
chicken gets its evil arc.
It's still strange to think about that almost enduring villain and for the rat.
A rat that we met in a dreamscape during a reset.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
this is a thing that happened.
Well,
And
no, we met him in the sewers before that.
no, well,
In a different town.
I don't. Well, no, we met him. To my knowledge, we met him in the sewers of Blue Carp Town when we were doing the reset.
It was before it.
No, I
A
don't
little
remember
bit.
It was
We'll
us
have to
heading
use
to the
my
whale.
Hmm.
the whale.
Beyonce.
Whale. WELL.
I don't remember that, but okay.
What do I have to use my whip? What do I have to do?
You
To
just
try and
go
catch the
to
chicken?
your if you go to your character sheet, you should be able to go to your weapons. It
Am I
should be
just clicking whip?
weapon proficiency. You should be able to just click whip and it.
You're gonna make an attack with your whip.
It wouldn't be an attack.
Well, it's gonna be an attack to hit
Well,
it
you
and then
can.
wrap the whip
So
around its
you
neck.
have the option. If you just want to do it absolutely non-lethally, you can make
Yeah,
a athletics or acrobatics check to catch it, but using a whip.
I can try that.
Okay, so you're gonna grapple it with the whip. So give me athletics or acrobatics of your choice.
I
Inspiration.
thought I couldn't.
Because what else am I gonna use it for today?
Alright. So bad.
Can I also? I'm
I've
going
tried to
to
roll twice,
aid.
but nothing happened.
Alright,
Where did that feature go?
what's your inspiration dice?
Oh, hold on. There we go. She can click the other form. Wait,
Yeah,
do you
click
have
the
the option for the other formula?
Huh? What are y'all talking about?
oh in the chat of the game. And there's
I don't
a
see
Nothing
anything else
popped
in
up on
here.
it.
So okay, then
you don't
I've
have the
tried to roll
visual.
twice. It didn't let me.
okay.
Well, you just had to roll it once. You're good.
Bump me out of the thing. For some reason,
She's unable to
it's
roll.
doing. Just bump me out of the game, and then so I can log back in.
Alright.
I think that's probably what the issue is.
And then you just should be able to just log back in.
Okay, so she'll
Yeah.
add 4 to whatever she
She
rolls.
got a 25. Well, no, that was her
No,
perception.
yeah, she tried to roll, but it didn't let her.
Yeah, I tried to roll twice. Come on.
It may have something to do with the game being paused.
No,
But
because
no,
well,
Well,
let
I
me
think
the
that's
only
let me
time the
test.
game pause affects rolls is if I set it to do so
No, because
during.
I can roll my rapier.
I can set it so
You
up
just
so
stab a
that
guy standing next to you.
Is there a movement from the game?
Yes, I stab you. Yes, I stab Nissa in the ankle.
Did you just stab a
Deontay, is there a
child?
movement from the game?
yeah, I kicked you. You should just be able to refresh the web page and then sign back in.
I've been 4 times. Let me.
We truly thought you were better than that.
But no, so I have access to all my rolls still, so she should be able to roll an attack if need be, or any of the skills. Just to make sure. Yeah, so even in game pause, you can roll attack and damage.
Yep.
Yeah.
Unless I'd set
Oh,
it
there
to
goes all your
Okay.
attack luck.
Well,
Yep.
what am I attacking?
Well, when you
I
go
don't
in,
know.
fight those hollows.
It's not allowing me. It's not. But just go ahead without me. It's whatever.
well, I can roll it for you real quick if you would like.
Yeah, fine. I can't roll. It's showing that I'm still logged in, and I closed all my windows and everything. I refreshed. I just reloaded the entire Google.
Okay. Do you want to do acrobatics or
I was
athletics?
doing athletics. Might not even be worth it.
It's a chicken.
Huh?
It's a chicken.
Well, I'm not trying to kill it. That's all.
Yeah, it's still a chicken. You're most likely gonna be able to
I
grab it unless you nat one.
And I'm also going to
I
help
don't know. Chickens are
by
pretty slick.
Okay,
kind
but
of
that's
corralling it for her. So
so
I
I'm giving the aid. So
All
Should I
right,
roll
so
athletics as well? And if it gets 10,
it should be
or
fine. It should be fine at this point. Okay,
Because she's at
so
okay.
17. Yeah.
yeah. So with the whip, if a Darby pulls out her whip, if and with extra precision, it is able to sling it forward through the crowd of moving people, oh, like wrap it around the torso of the chicken, and then pull the chicken into her arms.
No, I'm putting it in Nissa's arms.
You're pulling it and dropping it in Nissa's arms. The chicken looks just as surprised as pretty much everyone around you guys. Like a couple of people like start clapping.
Thank you, thank you. Hey, guy, I got your chicken.
That is very lovely. Thank you for catching my chicken. And
Oh,
Oh,
it's my pleasure, it's my pleasure.
they're
Let's go in
speaking
here, and
a
I'll,
very broken common.
I'll guide him back into the Adventurers Guild, by pushing Nissa with the chicken.
Oh no, thank you. So
Come on,
I am fine.
come on.
So are you going to attempt to go into like go into the Adventurers Guild?
I just want to be nosy and find out what's up with this guy and this chicken. Why is he hiding from everybody in the crowd? Is he a pickpocketer?
no, no, he was blending into the crowd.
He was using
He
it to
was,
blend
he
into
was,
the
blend,
crowd.
He
he
was
was
basically using
blending
it.
in.
He was using it so that we wouldn't notice him, thinking he was just some random stranger.
Oh man, I need to
We
keep.
noticed him.
Yes, we noticed
Mm-hmm.
him because we all rolled above a 20.
Right. I mean, who is he? Why did we have to notice him? So he's coming in here. He wants his chicken.
A weird chicken too. That was giving off. What
Hey,
was it giving off?
Tessa, are you going to start walking towards the door of the Adventurers Guild?
Yeah, it
uh,
says.
so we were heading to the Adventurers Guild back in it.
Yeah, we didn't. We barely left. We barely
Alright,
left out.
so
We
Yep.
saw.
as you start walking towards it, the chicken it goes from size tiny to small to medium.
Yep.
So the chicken is now as big, tall as Bilbat is,
Ooh, that's a big chicken.
and
That
then
is a
it's
big
going
chicken.
to look down on you, and it's going to say, "Hey, hands off, you filthy beast!" And then just sort of it's going to push you down with its talon, and it's going to slink behind the person, the kobold.
Did you just call her filthy? That's
The
rude.
chicken did.
Yeah, that's rude. What were y'all doing anyway?
The master sends his regards, and she's going to
Oh,
reach into her
shit.
pocket and throw a bunch of pigment powder on you guys.
Prestidigitation immediately.
All right, give me the Constitution saves.
Oh, I don't get it in time. Shoot.
I don't.
Oh,
Any interaction that starts or begins with blank sends their regards is usually not a good one.
Usually not, no.
Here we go. Yeah.
I was expecting him to pull out a gun.
um. So prestidigitation doesn't stop the powder.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
There's too much powder pigment just in the air for you to specifically target
Okay.
this
What am
powder
I doing?
while it's in the air. Now, once
Okay.
it lands on you, you can clean it off.
There's a con save thing in the chat.
So if you go into
I
the,
see.
Mm,
Mm.
okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna roll flat.
Can I run through the powder pigment? I know I'm gonna get covered in it, but can I run through and
yeah,
ram whoever just did that?
Well, let's see what the effect is about to be first.
Yeah, they're not
Oh,
gonna
they're
get
about to get shot if it's a bad effect against y'all.
Like once the powder pigment drops down, they have two rifles pointed at their pointed at them.
They have 2 rifles and a firebolt.
You
Let's see
just
what's
made a big mistake.
Alright, you guys, those of you who failed become sickened. You take a minus 2 penalty on all attack rolls, weapon damage rolls, saving throws, skill checks, and ability checks.
But don't I have protection through a from poisons?
Do you have resistance to poisons?
Yeah, resistance to poison. Hold on.
Okay, how do you add second in this system?
I should be able to just click on your guy.
I'm trying to figure out how to add it myself.
Proficiency, skill, magic resistance. Something's missing on this piece of paper.
Oh, sorry. Sickened is Pathfinder. It'll be poisoned.
Okay, there. So you can add it, but I can't.
Mm.
I'm guessing.
What do you mean?
Well, like over in Pathfinder, I can add, like we could modify our sheets with the effects.
Do you see where it says assign status effect on your token?
Well, let me go find my token first of all. I wasn't really looking for my token.
Yeah, you apply it from your token.
It should automatically apply the status to.
Yeah. I have the temporary effect. Okay, I see it now.
Interesting.
And are they running?
Yeah, they've hopped on the chicken and they're bolting down the street, mowing,
And they're
mowing over
all right.
people.
Open up.
And open fire.
Yeah, they did their first action. Time for them to get their return fire into the busy city streets.
Well,
Okay.
are we allowed to take a shot, or are we doing initiative, or what?
Alright, if you guys are going to do something like that, I guess I should.
I can try and capture him again with my whip.
Just whip them off the chicken.
Yeah. Well, no, grab the chicken's leg and
Trip the chicken.
kind of like
I'm gonna go get
make
some.
the chicken fall forward. And if I hold the chicken, you can shoot.
Alright.
It's my good hat.
After this, we're gonna jump to Simon, but I'll start a combat for you guys.
Are we going to do the full combat tonight, or?
This is really quick. Like you guys might just crit.
Well, guys, we're having fried chicken tonight.
Oh, you saw how big that chicken is. You can get a lot of meat from that.
Yep. I don't eat meat either.
And look, as long as nobody else heard it talk, you don't have to worry about the moral implications.
I don't think we care.
We were just
This is
attacked. What we're doing now is a self-defense.
yeah, like
So you're saying as long as I can justify it as self-defense, you guys are fine with me eating people?
Yes.
Well, why have I been all
well,
secretive?
you never
Why
you
have
never
you?
brought it up.
I'd say like Dobat was like Dobat looked at you with your new body and was like, yeah, fine.
Yeah, but I kind of leave out the part where I ate the previous person. Usually I
Well,
kind of keep it to just, I'm wearing this face, and there's plenty of magic in this world that allows you to do this.
yeah, but Dobat
I
also
used to
probably
bring
realized
Um,
you
that
body parts
Where's
yourself.
Nissa's health? It
We
doesn't.
never put it back after the.
Well, it's not reading your health in the thing.
did you not have your health in the sheet?
I have it in the sheet, but as I said, I haven't redone it since.
The fight.
Yeah,
Okay.
But it
haven't.
should be recovered because you have been healed.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
there we go.
what I was gonna say, Kiari, was Dobat can probably assume that, hey, I haven't seen this other person to conflict. Most likely, it's always been you. Other person probably did.
I mean, I guess
So,
that's an assumption you can make.
well, yeah, because otherwise you probably wouldn't risk it.
I mean, the entire point of the spell is for you to risk it.
Is this
That's also
magic or is this what
No,
is
it's
this?
just a powdered poison that's been disguised as the same kind of powdered pigments that everyone's throwing in the festival.
Yeah, I mean I know I'm slowly getting sick. But damn. I wouldn't want to hit anybody.
Are we about to have an initiative?
Yeah, what I'll do, I'll have you guys roll. Is there an axe beak that I can use? Yeah, I can use the axe beak. So what I'll do, I'll go to that scene. I'll add the axe beak and the goblin.
Also, can I just say, this person did not need to at all engage you guys. They could have just dipped from the get-go.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the thing is, I think they started feeling pressured with how insistent Picari, not Picari, Darby was being.
It's like, they didn't have to throw stuff in your face. They could have just booked it, and then it wouldn't have been justified.
Alright, so now let's go over to what Simon's doing. What are you up to?
Well, while we're doing that, I'm going to take care of
So,
some things.
question for the arena fight: did I get paid anything?
Um, they're going to pay out. They're going to pay out at the end of the festival. From what it sounds
Okay.
like, they're paying out from the profits that they make during the festival.
Oh wow,
Okay.
this arena is a scam.
Yeah.
Like, hey,
Okay.
come fight to the death potentially. And by the way, we're not paying you until the end of the week, just in case
Yep.
you die before we have to give you anything.
Well, I
That's
mean, that's how
exactly
most
why, too.
businesses work, Kiari. Admittedly, you don't fight to
Make
the
her a
death
bottle.
in most of them, but
Make her a bottle.
so was I able to track down like the guys who ambushed nobody's followers?
Um, you find, you find in the church itself. It's in the
All right.
it's like in the tent town.
Okay.
Uh,
Anybody? Is there anybody like outside standing guard?
Not really. It's by a fairly decent sized body of water there,
Hmm.
but I couldn't find a map that had that and what I was looking for. Here, we're going to say it's the big orange building on the map. I should probably make it so that the stream can see. Because I forgot that Simon doesn't have all the missions that everyone else does.
Got dark vision. That's about it.
If that's it, fix it.
See its darkness.
Yeah. Nah, it's not really. Doing me any favors here, I'm afraid.
Trying to figure out if I can select your token in this vast sea of darkness.
Tell you this, it's kind of over here on the left. Yeah, nice little.
Why isn't it working? Normally, I should be able to just pick your character up and drop it. Oh, never mind. That fixed it. Uh, um, yeah, from what you've been told, they like they somewhat patrol around this area.
Hmm.
They're weird because a lot of them have these strange pets.
All right. So I was able to find the church. Am I able to find the specific members that did that, or no?
Um, there wasn't. They didn't really give a description because there was kind of quite a few that ran them off.
Okay. Uh, then I guess I'll look for like the person who is like the head priest of that church, and if they're inside, I'll go inside.
Alright. You go inside. Hey, there's
Okay, is there a way that you can turn your volume up a little bit?
who me.
Maybe just a
Uh,
little bit.
mm, kinda. Can you hear me better now?
Sort of. It sounds like you're using something else to talk through.
Yes.
Okay.
Can Can you hear me better now?
No, but
Try
it's fine.
try projecting more.
Can you hear me better now?
Yep, that's better.
All right.
So,
So when you go inside, there's actually nobody else inside other than this one person. He's wearing a turban, but from his ears, you can tell that he's obviously a goblin of some kind. And he's like around him is this large white snake.
Hmm.
From what Mana told you, this is probably that Apep guy.
So, I'm looking for the head priest of this church. You know, like your local minister. Got a couple questions I want to ask.
The snake pig looks at you. Not now. He is in deep meditation.
All right.
It's
So I guess you're.
okay, hey, Babita. They stand up. When they turn around, they're wearing this like cloth mask in front of their face that has this big eye on the front, painted on the front. So you can't see their actual face at all. How can this humble servant be of assistance?
Well, see, a few days ago, some members of your congregation went and attacked a few friends of mine. Came here to make sure that that doesn't happen again. Now, I am a peaceful man, and I believe fair judgment. So I wanted to hear your side of the story.
You must be friends of nobody. Quite a fascinating individual. I wish I could say that I have complete control over my followers, but sometimes they go off and do things that I could not have possibly predicted. So, to that end, all I can do is reprimand them. And your friends came by previously on the same matter. It's I understand what you're trying to do. You're trying to muscle your way in here.
I don't have to muscle anything. You let me come in here, so you probably want something as well. What do you want?
It seems that if the bishop wishes for there to be a cleansing.
Ooh. The C word. Oof. No, 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 no.
It is fine. You're not amongst the ones that need to be cleansed. Those who dabble in otherworldly powers. Wait.
Simon has the, like, really look on his face, like, doesn't that include you?
That mark on your wrist. I see.
Yeah.
You're one of them too. That hindrance. Like, as he says this, he sort of stands up and the snake sort of crawls around into sort of a striking position.
Yeah, I think Simon's hand is gonna go to his greatsword. He's like, this is... Alright. This is fight 2 today, I guess.
I'll give you an opportunity, a chance. Pronounce your cursed hand, your curse mark, and then you will be able to be excluded from the cleansing.
And what if I don't?
I will give permission to cleanse you right here and now.
kind of fucked up. You're gonna try and excommunicate someone who's not even a part of your church, but yeah, sure.
It's not about whether you're a member or not, for all serve death in one way or another.
Mm. Go ahead. Give the order.
Alright. Give me but a moment. I will ask if it is alright for me to cleanse you on holy ground.
I leave for 5 seconds.
Hey, man.
And we have now we're gonna have 2 separate combat encounters tomorrow.
You guys
Hey, that's fun. You know.
fuck this guy.
Yeah, this guy's talking about ethnically cleansing this place, basically.
Well, true. There's one distinct thing I'm worried about.
I am
What's
aware.
that?
I am.
My
He has potentially a multi v1 scenario with a barbarian. We have 3v1 or 2. He's potentially at a disadvantage.
I mean, it's only a disadvantage if he loses.
the bishop has spared you on this day, for I cannot cleanse you on holy ground, as this land has been consecrated. I cannot spill your blood here. Be grateful. As he does that, he puts his hands together in a prayer-like motion.
Absolutely disrespect them.
Just chop him down right there, then and there. Be like, okay, I don't have a problem chopping you down on holy ground.
I see he doesn't want to die tonight.
On the bar.
Look, truth is, I don't give a shit about your holy war, but do know that in the future, the residents of Flint Town are under protection by Mr. Gold. Understand? No more of this fighting in the streets for these reasons. I don't care how you handle the other two. Got it?
Fine. I thought it would be pertinent to cleanse a cult from these lands and allow a true religion to take hold. But it seems like your ties to said cult are not small.
I don't know if you heard what I just said. Whatever.
Happy
Look,
Oh, so isn't
point
that
is,
the pot calling the kettle black?
anyhow,
Okay.
I don't God you kill in the name of. You shouldn't kill in the name of gods. Do it for yourself.
I didn't even hear you. You went
Alright.
out for a bit.
Oh,
Oh, I heard him.
You heard? Like,
Yeah, we heard him.
wow.
Yeah. Y'all's internet might have blipped.
yeah. What was the last thing you missed?
The beginning, the whole thing.
Oh,
I was trying to figure out what was going on. Oh my
oh.
god.
Simon was basically as like, I don't care how you handle the other two. Nobody and but basically keep your guys in check since since the people that live in Tent Down are under the protection of Mr. Gold.
Right. Okay.
Which, by the way, wow to just say you can absolutely jump those two, but
He chose not to. I told y'all that's what I like.
no, I respect it.
Yeah, that's the whole point. You can't help but respect it. When someone chooses to do the right thing, you know, Doesn't that freaking feel great when you have all the power to be bad?
I think
That's what I was thinking about.
like after that talk, and
Yeah.
that's big air quotes. Simon's gonna head back to the Greasy Elephant because he's done for the day.
Yeah, bedtime.
As soon as he gets out the door, he just gets jumped
They're
by
like,
all of them.
now we're gonna kill you.
Yep,
Like,
you're
yes,
off
he
holy
lost sacred
ground now. Fair
Okay,
game.
you're right. You're right. He chose to do something good, so everybody's going to go after him because he let them slide. So they're going to betray that moment. He's not thinking about that. He's only thinking about going ahead and getting this thing done. If they decide to go after him, then that's on the creator of this world to
Look,
allow that to happen.
whatever happens, happens. If I get jumped on the way home, that's just a thing that happened.
He made the decision. If he was going to get, he would have been jumped anyway.
Admittedly,
Yeah.
I did pull a Highlander and was like, I'll talk shit on holy ground right here and now.
Like, come on. They could still jump him if they wanted to. He didn't care.
Yep.
So that's a good thing. He made a decision. Sorry, I'm making a bunch of noise. He made a decision. And his decision was cool. That's
Besides, this place has been holy ground for what, a weekend?
Well, I
You
think
can
that's about
you can
some problems.
you can take a few hours to reconsecrate.
well, I think a
Here's some
holy war is about to go on down in this town.
Exactly, but think if if there's some issues inside of your own congregation, you need to address it. He told them to address it, or else. If you
Yep.
want to keep him
I will. The threat that is
that your congregation is messing up.
your people in line, or I'll fucking murder all of them.
And then
As you're having this conversation, and
huh?
someone is like, at the same time you're having this conversation, one of his people is literally attacking like three of your friends. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah, but Simon doesn't know that.
he doesn't know.
Also,
and about to get shot by all of them.
It's not intentional.
Simon
It,
can only operate with what he knows. He also didn't know that nobody in Mana had already come here until Mr. Priestman told him.
right. So it's not like he plotted this out. He's going to protect his rear end. So he did protect his rear end. And that means he had to put, his life in the hands of somebody else. So somebody else might be attacking on his behalf. He didn't tell them to. He didn't plot this out, right?
No,
so
this was
you
a
are
thing that,
like you're
yeah.
followed by shadows like the whole way, but you are not accosted at all.
Yeah, you're good.
And like you
You
do
didn't
make
do
it to the
anything. You didn't get
greasy
punished
elephant.
for something.
Simon will look at it. And he's like, all right, you know where I am.
They gonna leave you be. I am not crossing that line. Somebody's willing to challenge the very thing that they trust and they know. They challenged it. I'm not crossing that line.
Alright, so as um, Bakari went back to the tent,
Mhm.
what if Mana stayed out?
Mhm.
Okay. So Bakari, you would make it back to the tent. Nobody is there, but Mana is not.
Okay.
I'm guessing
Right.
you sort of describe what happened in the bazaar to nobody.
Um, Probably if nobody asked her what she's been up to or something like that, which I feel like he would.
Yeah,
They
nobody
would.
is very nosy, so yes, nobody would definitely ask, is why are you panting so much? Was
And
your
nobody
jacket
would know
dripping?
where Mana is.
Alright, so,
Yeah, he's at some rich dude's mansion.
oh, you did see an e-call to go find to the tent.
Well,
So,
I think it called to the Greasy Elephant, but I can
oh,
communicate directly with nobody.
but
Since
with that, I don't really think I have anything else written out for this session. And we'll start with the combat next session.
Combat in the street, right in front of the Adventurers Guild.
well, Mana Picari and nobody are just sipping tea and talking about their day.
Let's pray that Kavesuma show up. Because
Let's pray that he does show up, preferably before the guards show up,
right? Because
and arrest us all for attacking this person because no one knows what really happened.
we're sick. You're the only one who's not sick. You can vote for us. No, this is exactly what happened. And
Most likely
Kavesuma will
story,
understand the
young lady.
guards will have
I
to
think
wait for
you've had a bit
Kavesuma
too
to come.
much cider.
Now, all you gotta do is make sure that Dobat doesn't cleanse all the powder off so that there's evidence and so you can show the guards.
Don't clean
Dovat.
everything.
Well, because here's the thing, Dovat is going to realize he's going to if he fires off, he's firing into a crowd, and he's firing. His only option is to fire molt. He's going to back
Same.
up. But you have a gun.
Yes, I have a gun and a whip, but the best bet, my whip's not gonna reach, so I have to use my rifle. And I'm supposed to be a damn good shot because I'm using my rifle as a catalyst. So I should be able to get him. That's all based on the roll, though. So if I'm sick, I'm now poisoned, and I try and shoot off a rifle into the crowd, it's going to be a nice chance that that sickness is going to affect that roll
Mm-hmm.
and
Look,
hit
man,
someone. And
these people in the street made a choice to be there. This guy
Also,
attacked you. Fuck him.
also, so, um, Dobat, you could also help, like use the help action and your inspiration because that's a bonus action to steady her shot.
yeah, that's what I'm getting at. If I'm going to take the shot, I'm going to need y'all's help.
Except that
Me
Nissa's going to take
and
her shot, most likely.
But Nissa didn't get
well,
poisoned. Like this is fine.
Yeah.
right. And Nissa will have to help me take
No,
my shot. I can't.
Nissa's
I can
gonna take her turn to take her shot.
Well,
Yeah,
that's fine. Then
Well,
but
first,
Nissa's
we'll
not
but
see
then
who shoots
debilitated.
their shot that next session. Say bye to the viewers.